Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's Mr. Shakespeare with you again on the 1st of March 2023. I'm here with the psychic medium and toilet roll expert. No, that's unfair. And
you'll have to reference the last video for that.
You have to watch the last video on Brexit to know that one. And psychic medium Liz Cross. How are you doing today, Liz? Great. I know you're great because I'm going to ask you all day. We've got so many of these to get through today. So okay, so they're just coming in the order that I've stacked them in my little folder, which is why we're jumping about. The next one we're doing is Bitcoin.
Okay, great. And by the way, our video on Bitcoin last month was a hit all the way through the month. It really was. It looks like the chart is aligning to the remote view. We got the range down. We were accurate on the range, thank God. And it was a good chart. It was a good reading for the month.
Right.
So well done to you, Mr. Shakespeare, on your chart.
Yeah, it was good. All right, let's see how we do with the charts for this month. Okay, so we're going to grab our old friend CoinGecko this time.
Okay.
And put it out to the last day of the month, please.
Okay, March 31st, 2023, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What would you like to know?
Okay, so Bitcoin's currently 23,775.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go above 26,000 this month?
Does it go above 26,000 US dollars this month? No.
Does it go above 25,000?
Yes.
When might it do that?
First week, the second week, no, the third week. When does it go above 25,000 US? When does Bitcoin, let me ask this. When does Bitcoin go above 25,000 US dollars this month? Second week.
Second week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When does Bitcoin go below 23,000 at any point this week? This month?
Does Bitcoin go below 23,000 US dollars at any point in the month of March? Yes, several times.
Was it? When does it do that?
When does it do that? Does it do that around this? I feel like from this point, so going into this weekend, it goes down kind of low, and then there's a recovery towards the end of next week.
Interesting. Okay.
Uh-oh.
What does it look like on the last day? Is it higher or lower than where it is now, 23.7?
It's higher.
Okay. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay. Okay, there is the chart for Bitcoin for this month. You said it's going to go lower by this weekend, and the chart is showing 6th, 5th. Okay, says Monday there, but it's going down, certainly going down. So I would class that as a hit. You said that the first 2 weeks would be low and then it would rise. That is also a hit. You say that the last day of the month it would be higher. Okay, well, the transits are agreeing with you. The only bit that it doesn't agree with is you said the high point would be in the second week or the end of the second week, and the transits are showing the highest point for transits, which I know are not price, but the third week.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Wow. Well, again, I think the most important thing here is not so much the highs, but we're looking for a crash. That we've got to be on high alert for the next crash, because as we have seen the last 2 years, we have this little spring bull run, or whatever it is you want to call it. And then suddenly the rug pull, I'm trying to use the crypto terminology, then we're getting the crash.
Correction. The word is correction.
Oh, correction. I'm sorry. The correction after the spring. So, these are invaluable. We're looking for the crash. We're looking for, the massive bull runs. And so far, now we're heading into the third week of, the third month of the year. Overall, we were getting all last year that this year would be relatively flat. No massive movements downwards, no massive movement upwards. Okay, there was some peaks in January, which was great, but that's what we're getting. And so far, it's been relatively consistent with that. Obviously, we're checking this on a month-to-month basis. Again, just to remind you all, these are 2 separate readings. So you're getting a remote view, okay, and you're getting a chart based upon the natal data of when that blockchain was activated with Bitcoin, the first transaction that was ever made. And you, Mr. Shakespeare, you were so smart. We probed Finney to find that information. And now, excuse me, your charts are, looking pretty accurate. I mean, last month was pretty accurate. But yeah, so far, I'm going to call a hit so far for the year, which is not any major fluctuation. It was going to be a relatively flat year. So great. Anything else you want to add?
No, I would just say that overall, if you look at the positive or the green, the transits on the upper side compared to the lower, there are more negative than positive overall for this month, yet we end up with a transit higher than when we started. So if you look at the beginning, it's -18. If you look at the top, if you look at the end, it's about +6, +7. So, it could be that interesting to follow this one. Could be for the first, 17, 18 days of March that, it's chopping around and not doing much. Maybe then it pops up a bit. We don't know. But if the price ends up at month end, which is the last, month end is higher than it is now, that's all good as far as. Bear in mind, these are monthly charts that we're doing, monthly readings that Liz is doing, monthly charts. So we really only care what it's like at the end of the month. That's what we're looking at here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is great. Another great chart from you, Mr. Shakespeare. Thank you very much. And we'll go on to the next one.